Hello, my name is Alex Hambicki. Today's date is April 26, 2018. My password is pretzel, and this is my audience. I love animals. I have a dog and cat at home this very moment who I love like children. I'm sure many of those in my audience feel the same way about their pets. But what I'm not sure of is if my audience knows about a life or death issue facing our pets today. According to the No Kill Advocacy Center, 65% of households have an animal companion. Out of those households, 81 consider their pets surrogate children. With numbers like that, it's confusing as to why Maricopa County reports about 100 cats and dogs being surrendered to them every day. And this is just within our own communities. The No Kill Advocacy Center states that 6 million animals enter shelters every year. In my opinion, these numbers are symptomatic of a bigger problem facing people and their pets today. What is that issue? Where does it stem from? And what can we do to change it? According to the Humane Society of the United States, 87% of pets living in underserved communities are not spayed or neutered. And this is where the problem lies. The first question to address is, why are people not spaying or neutering their pets? These questions can be answered by looking at a few common myths and facts posed by the Humane Society of the United States. Myth number one is, it's too expensive. But there are many low-cost options charging $100 or less, and many resources for those who are low income. Myth number two is people will say I want my female to have 1 litter before I spay her. It's a myth because some believe their pet will be healthier after a litter. They also want their animal to experience motherhood and their children to experience the miracle of life. These are not adequate reasons though, and females spayed before their first heat are healthier in the long run. Myth number three is I want my dog to be protective, but personality is formed by genetics and not by hormones. And the last myth is people will say I don't want them to be any less of a male. However, animals have no sense of sexual identity or ego. Furthermore, there are many benefits to spaying and neutering your pet, and in most cases doing so at a young age. Spayed females will live a longer and healthier life according to the ASPCA. Females will not go into heat, which is a positive, and uterine infections and breast tumors decrease by 50% in cats and 50% in dogs, and 90% in cats after being spayed. I personally know an animal who was lost too soon through complications caused by not being spayed. Oprah the Labrador Retriever passed away due to a uterine infection. Her family was devastated by her premature death, and it all possibly could have been avoided if she had been spayed at a young age. Neutering males prevents many health issues also, including testicular cancer and prostate issues. Males have also been reported to be better behaved after the fact and are less likely to roam away from home. Spaying and neutering will not cause your pet to be fat and lazy, though some may tell you that. Only bad owners who do not exercise their pet and overfeed them will cause this. So where can we start as a community and a country to cut down on the number of pets who are not fixed? First, spay and neuter your own personal pet. Though this is only on a small scale, it can still make a big difference. 2, be an advocate for our four-legged friends. Give a voice to those who are voiceless. And third, support organizations that help animals in underserved areas. I personally support the Lucy Pet Foundation. The Lucy Pet Foundation's mission is to prevent the needless euthanasia of 60,000 healthy, loving animals per week. They have mobile spay and neuter clinics that travel across the country, mostly serving underserved areas. The foundation has been known to also have humane education programs in schools. These are conducted where animal welfare education is lacking the most. They also send out help after large-scale natural disasters. They help with disaster relief efforts. The most recent disaster that they helped with was Hurricane Harvey in Texas, where the Lucy Pet Foundation went out and helped with animal welfare after the fact. Lastly, they are a 501c3 nonprofit organization, which means that 95% of donations directly fund life-saving work on behalf of animals in need. Our own communities are sometimes the best place to start changing the world for the better. AZ Care states that Arizona has one of the highest euthanasia rates in the country, with a majority of animals being put down consisting of pit bulls and chihuahuas. This is a statistic we can work to personally change. As I have previously stated, there's a good chance that a large portion of my audience are pet owners, and if you're not now, you're likely to be at some point in your life. This is an area that you impact directly through the personal choices you make. If you add a companion to your family, like the 30 million who acquire companions each year, take into consideration adopting from one of your local shelters. Often these animals already have been spayed or neutered and have received other beneficial medical treatment, such as microchipping and vaccinations. If you decide to acquire your companion elsewhere, be sure to fix your pet. There's no reason to add to the millions of animals that enter shelters each year with a litter of puppies or kittens from your own beloved animal. Lastly, if you're financially able, I implore you to donate to organizations that help cut down on the population of animals destined for the concrete and metal cages of a shelter. The Lucy Pet Foundation works closely with underserved areas to make sure that every animal has the opportunity to live a healthy and longer life through the benefits of spay and neuter. So please, if you love animals as much as I do, help be the change in the world that we need to ensure that someday there will be no dog or cat left in a shelter scared and alone without a home. Be the voice for the voiceless. Our four-legged friends need our help now more than ever. Thank you.